Hey there. Is this the number of Diane's husband? Tommy, is it? Are you there? Yes, hi. It's Toby. May I know who this is? Cyril. I hate beating around the bush, so I'll just say it straight up. I'm Diane's boyfriend. So yeah, nice to be acquainted with you. Excuse me? She's my wife. So what's this about? What do you mean by nice to be acquainted with me? Come on, dude. You know what I mean. You're the one who reached out, so how about explaining everything clearly in your own words from start to finish? You don't like beating around the bush, right? Huh. Whatever, man. I'll tell you what I want. Jeez, you're a hassle, Grandpa. You're making a big fuss. You're probably the type people dislike at work, right? How is my work relevant to this conversation? Let's cut to the chase and continue. Ugh, I'm Diane's boyfriend. I guess from your perspective you might call it an affair. But she's totally into me now. She's my girl. You, on the other hand, are no longer needed. Just go ahead and get a divorce already. And then? Huh? If you want us to divorce, you must have made some preparations, right? Preparations? It would be quite ridiculous if you thought you could just blurt out that you're having an affair and demand a divorce without any thought or plan. So, I'm asking, but you sound like you haven't prepared anything. What did you say? You think I'm ridiculous? I haven't said that. I was just hypothetically discussing the possibility that you might be one if you haven't made any preparations or plans. So have you? Of course I have. That's great. Well then, I'll kick Diane out of our place right away. What? If you've made preparations, that means you've already talked to her. You're ready to welcome her to your place, right? Well, can you hold on a sec? What's the matter? I'm sure you've thought of a scenario where a cheating wife gets immediately kicked out of her husband's house, right? Maybe. Okay, then, she's currently at work. So, as soon as she gets back, I'm gonna have her pack up and kick her out tonight. Tonight? Well, you see, I'm living with my fiancé right now. It's gonna be a real mess if she shows up out of the blue, you know? Oh my, you've been juggling 2 women, huh? Well, that's none of my business. Whether you're a clueless idiot or not. I'm just here to make sure she leaves as planned. Whatever happens next is up to you. As for the divorce, I'm going to discuss alimony and all that stuff through a lawyer. I'll serve her with the divorce papers once they're done. Wait. Okay, that's it from me. Diane, you don't need to come back home after work. Even if you do, I won't let you in. Why? Just head straight to your boyfriend's place or go back to your family.
Wait, what? Boyfriend? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're getting at.
Well, a guy named Cyril messaged me.
What?
To be honest, I was planning to have you pack your stuff and leave on your own. But then I thought about it, and I don't want you to come to my house anymore, you know? So I've arranged for movers to take your things to Cyril's place. Just let me know where you end up later. We'll need to talk about the divorce and alimony in the future, so make sure to stay in touch. Oh, and I'll have a lawyer handle all of that. I really don't want to talk to you directly anymore.
Don't just assume things and steamroll ahead. You think I'm just gonna say, okay, sure, out of the blue? Seriously, don't just blindly believe everything he says. Is there evidence that I've been cheating?
Yes.
Huh?
I've known about your affair for a while now.
What? No way.
I was actually in the process of gathering evidence and was planning to bring up a divorce soon. But then Cyril spilled the beans. It was such perfect timing. It's almost too good to be true.
No way.
For me, it just moved up the schedule by a few days, so whatever. The divorce papers will be sent to you in a few days.
This is too sudden for me.
If you really want to get divorced from me as soon as possible, just cooperate.
Oh, God.
Hey, a-hole. I'm older than you know. Show some respect. This isn't the time for that. Because of you, my engagement got called off. How are you planning to take responsibility for this, darn it? Oh. Just to clarify, what exactly is my fault here? Because you kicked out Diane, she bumped into my fiancé at my apartment, the whole two-timing thing got exposed. Ah, what a chaotic scene to imagine. It's not my fault you were the one two-timing, right? Well, isn't that just fine and dandy? What's fine about any of this? I'm dealing with cancellation fees for the wedding venue and whatnot, and it's turning into a huge mess. But you were serious about Diane, right? So you went ahead and made a declaration of romantic conquest to me, even though you know she's not the easiest girlfriend to have. That basically means you're serious about her and don't want to let her go, right? I mean, you were telling me to get a divorce, so you must have been thinking about marrying her. In that case, it should have been a relief to smoothly break off the engagement with the other woman. Diane will get a divorce, and once you both are free, you can be happy together. Wait. That's not it. It wasn't really that serious, you know? You know you can't just break up a marriage and then claim your declaration was just a casual joke, right? Regardless of your true feelings, you're in a position where consequences are due. What's your problem, dude? Don't give me a lecture like you're all high and mighty. The fact remains that I got dumped because of you. So you should be the one to pay the $150,000 I've been asked for. Oh my, she's asking that much? That's quite a hefty sum. My fiancé is from a prestigious family. That's why we booked a renowned venue and a famous wedding planner, like the kind celebrities use. And our honeymoon was supposed to be lavish too, but now all of that got cancelled, and I'm getting billed for it. Ah, I see. Yeah, the price for fooling around with a married woman turned out to be quite steep. Don't act all nonchalant. Listen, you better pay $150,000 by the end of this week. Cyril, you sound to have forgotten, but... What? You are sued for $25,000 in compensation for damaging my car in a parking lot. You were caught on surveillance camera, remember? Never mind that. $150,000 is a top priority. The $25,000 is meant to offset as a compensation you owe me, resulting in a net zero payment. So it's $150,000 from you. Hurry up and send me a check. Just so you know, the deadline's this week. You're well aware of what happens if you're even a little late, right? Hey, where's the check? Well, hello there. No need for greetings. Just hand over the $150,000 check already. Yesterday was the deadline, you know. I told her that you caused a one-day delay. Oh, right. As a penalty for being late, double the amount. $300,000 now. What the? Don't play dumb. It's common sense that delinquent payers get a fine. I'll pay the $150,000 as promised to my ex-fiancé, and the other half will graciously serve as my immediate living expenses after getting fired from the company. So deliver the check pronto. What are you talking about? Haven't you forgotten something again? What? The $25,000 you've been charged is due today. It seems like it hasn't been paid yet. Huh? That's because you said you'd pay me that amount as compensation to offset it to zero. Go back and reread our chat until you get it. You see, Cyril, have you come up with what you're demanding after consulting with experts like lawyers? Huh? Listen, there's no lawyer out there who'd listen to your crazy claims. In other words, that $150,000 or $300,000 you're screaming at me to pay is nothing more than a fantasy. Fantasy? What are you talking about? It makes no sense. Don't you get it? I don't have any obligation to pay you $150,000 or $300,000. But you have to pay the $25,000 today. Plus, you also need to cough up the $150,000 your former fiancé is demanding. But you kicked Diane out in the first place. My affair wouldn't have been exposed to my fiancé if you didn't. So it's all your fault. I'm the victim here. Regarding that matter, the thing is, I found out about your affair because your former fiancé contacted me. No way. In other words, your affair was already exposed long before the day when they had that confrontation. That can't be true. She knew everything already? To tell you the truth, she and I had actually planned to bust you and Diane on the spot. You're kidding. But you had to go and expose the affair so casually just days before our plan was set to happen. So we had to change it on the fly to this mess. OMG. I got worried that maybe you guys would run off together, but it turns out you're a complete idiot. And that worked in my favor. I never expected you to try and make me pay compensation. Enough with the name-calling. Oh, by the way, we recently found out about a third woman in the picture. Huh? It seems your former fiancé is considering an additional revenge for that. Additional? Furthermore, third woman also happens to be married. I hear he is quite outraged, so you better watch your back. Hold on a sec. How am I supposed to pay? Your former fiancé mentioned it might be around $200,000 in total. $200,000? All right then, just pay me the $25,000 you owe right away. Please wait. I'll be waiting for the deposit then. This isn't happening.
Hi, Toby.
Oh, the cheater. Is this about the alimony payment deadline today? There are about 2 hours left.
Well, the thing is, I'm thinking of getting back together with you.
Oh.
Well, I'm actually heading your way right now.
I see. So what's the deal?
Since we're getting back together, I guess I don't have to pay the alimony, right?
Are you serious? Don't mess around.
Right.
So that means you can't pay the amount I demanded, right?
I definitely don't have the money. I mean, I've only been working part-time. You know my financial situation, right?
You even depleted our joint savings with your affair.
Yeah, that's true. My parents can't help me financially either. I wasn't prepared for this, so as a way of apologizing, I thought I'd get back together with you and spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I'll listen to everything you say from now on and be a faithful wife.
Have you made a formal apology to the former fiancé of Cyril?
Not yet. I'm planning to do that once we get back together.
I see. Well, come over then.
Okay. Toby! Hey, answer me. When I arrived at the house, I was put in a wagon car.
So?
They said they've arranged a job for me and I have to go there now. What's going on? Did you set me up?
Cyril's former fiancée said she's helping you guys out by arranging a job. You're lucky that there's a workplace that would hire someone like you.
What the heck? I didn't agree to anything.
This was done with your parents' approval.
Huh?
I'll change the lump sum to monthly installments for you. Make sure you work hard and pay it off.
What are you saying? This can't be happening.
I had heard that Cyril's former fiancée was the daughter of a wealthy family. Apparently, through her connection, the CEO of a certain construction company took pity on the two idiots who couldn't make payments. Now, they're working separately on various construction sites, working hard to keep paying off their debts. The rotten attitudes are also being straightened out in the process. So far, they've managed to pay every month without any delays, so I guess they're somehow making an effort. As for me, I quit my job when I got divorced and became a freelancer. I also moved out of the old house. I decided to live in a rural area where I didn't know anyone, trying to start fresh. I've been building new relationships, attending my first home garden, and enjoying my single life positively. Is this the new number of Claire? Oh, I managed to get it through a mutual classmate. The previous number was inactive. It's been 7 years since we got divorced, huh?
What do you want now?
I have something important to tell you, so I really wanted to get in touch.
Alright, make it brief.
You have kids, right? Twin boys.
Yeah, I do. How did you know?
I saw you guys at the mall last weekend.
Oh, I didn't notice.
So here's the thing. How about we give our relationship another shot?
Huh? Wait, why are we jumping to that topic from a chance encounter? Did you go through all the trouble of finding a new number just to bring this up?
I'm serious. Those twins, they're my kids, right?
What?
I know, you probably found out you were pregnant after we got divorced. But you couldn't bring it up, right? You've been raising them on your own for these past 7 years, haven't you? I'm sorry for making things tough for you all this time. From now on, I'll be there to support you, so don't worry.
Hold on a second.
What is it?
Why do you think they are yours?
Well, you did want to have my child. Now that this has come to light, I also bear responsibility. Plus, it's better for them to be raised by both parents, right?
But you've remarried and you have a wife, right?
I divorced her.
Really? Why?
I got married to a young girl because I wanted kids, but she couldn't conceive. I need a son and heir. I talked to my mom about finding another woman who could finally give me children. But if you've already had mine, that changes everything.
I really don't understand what you're saying. Are you serious?
Of course I am. I know it's sudden and it's confusing. My mom was overjoyed when she heard about it. We've been stressing over heir issue for so long, and now we have 2 boys to solve it.
Hello? Please, don't get ahead of yourself.
About what?
I don't know where you were observing us from, but if I was pregnant at the time of our divorce, the child would be around 7 years old now, right?
That's right.
My twins are only 2 years old.
Really?
First of all, I haven't seen you since the divorce. The age and physical differences between a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old are pretty obvious. So why did you suddenly decide they're your kids?
Then, whose kids are they?
They're from my current husband.
Seriously? Wait, you were married?
Yeah. I mean, it's logical, right?
I don't give you permission.
We're divorced, so who I marry is none of your business.
So where are my kids then? What about the twin heir situation? My mom is over the moon about it.
You got it all wrong, so you should explain it to her yourself. And by the way, haven't you realized the possibility of your own infertility?
What? Infertility is something that affects women, right? Why would a guy like me...
Male infertility is a thing, you know.
Really?
Just do a quick Google search. Information is easily accessible.
I looked it up. You've got to be kidding me. So, am I infertile?
I was just talking about the possibility. But I heard you had your second wife go through a bridal check before getting married. Even then, she didn't get pregnant, so...
Cut it out. I don't want to hear this.
Fine, I won't say anything, but don't you think it's a good idea to get checked just in case?
No, it's not necessary.
Okay then.
You've got your twins over there. I don't need to have more kids. Maybe it's better to just claim they're mine and get back together.
You're out of your mind. Even if your mom's not the sharpest tool in the shed, she'd figure out they're not her grandkids, just by their ages.
We could just say we were together when you got pregnant.
That would mean I was having an affair. I'm happily married now with my wonderful husband and kids. I won't make myself miserable with ridiculous lies just to become unhappy again.
Are you saying that getting back together with me would make you unhappy?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Jeez. That better be a lie.
I don't get why you can't understand this. I've been constantly harassed to have a grandson, a male heir, and to continue the family legacy. You guys called me a barren woman and kicked me out. After enduring such treatment, why would I want to go back to you?
We have sons now, and that's all that matters for peace of mind.
That's not the point. Anyway, just stop bothering me. I'm going to block you now. If you see me in public, don't even think about approaching me. I'll call the police if you keep this up.
Wait! Why can't you understand? If you just come back to me with your twins, everything will be fine. Come on, please. I don't want to make my mom sad.